Ladies and gentlemen,
Same
our
route I
first
took,
bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Light Heavyweight Division, powered by Stand and Protect. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 202 pounds. He trains at Suppz Gym and SRG Wrestling and is sponsored by Emerald Buddha Tattoo and Southern River Registered Longhorns. Joining us from Lancaster, Wisconsin, Ethan Soderstrom. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in at 202 pounds. He trains at Mardy's Martial Arts and is sponsored by the Carriage House, Smoking Dog, and Sweet Dreams. Joining us from East Moline, Illinois, R.J. Graham.
Both of these young men coming in built like a fecal brick house. Low center of gravity. Let's see which one of these guys are going to be bringing the hammers. We'll see where it goes. As we begin the first fight, Caged Aggression 31, chain reaction is underway. The man Graham opens up with an inside leg kick.
The one issue right there is he just again, Soderstrom looks like he's a little off balance. Now he's trying to find it, get comfortable. But Graham is definitely rushing him and keeping him with those knees. And the way he's kind of looking at nice takedown. Good job, but good recovery by Ethan. That's what I was going to say, though, that one thing. Utilizing those hands and those knees can open it up and kind of make that wrestler in an awkward position, right? You got to learn how to add that into the arsenal. But the way that he was able to recover and get back into this, he's got to worry about a leg now.
Going for that leg right now.
You're looking at it.
And he might have the ankle lock, Bulls. Nope, gets it out.
Good roll through, good roll through.
Soderstrom, yeah, with a nice reverse.
Good left. A lot of action in the first minute here.
RJ's cut. We got a little bit of leakage going on, not too heavy.
And let's talk about that suplex takedown for a minute, gents. He wasn't able to get it fully over and then ended up on his back. What did he need to do to actually take his back?
Well, it's the rotation. You're trying to throw them flat to their back. You just got to put a little more hip into it. It was more of a falling backward, but in that backward, you got to have the turn the way that Ethan just did right there. As you're pulling him back, you got to kind of lift, and it's a salto over-under position, throwing them straight to their back.
And Ethan now comfortably inside control.
See, as the wrestler right now, this is a perfect spot for Soderstrom to sit back and start raining, trying to throw punches. Don't get too crazy. Keep that hip down and flat so RJ can't get a knee and an elbow in and start getting guard back. He doesn't look like he's trying to, but that's one thing is Ethan right here, knees to the stomach, small punches to the head. Don't get too crazy and realize you got a very good position right here.
There you go, steps right over.
I was just going to ask you to go for the mount there. He did it. Turn, Soderstrom. Taking the back there. Not quite have the hooks in there to be able to control the body, but yeah, there he is. Got him flattened out. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Well, he's got both hooks in from the bottom. A little bit less than a minute to go here. Ethan doing the work from the top. Goes back to side control.
Graham does a good job of grabbing that leg, but that's the one thing right here. Ethan can just sit there and score the points, nowhere to go. Hold the position, maybe get that Dagestani handcuff with your left hand, control that the outside wrist control right there. I think he's trying to grab it there, and just keep RJ stuck in that position right there and just beat on him.
There you go.
Seems to be exactly what he's doing there, champ. RJ not
There you go. See, he has the wrist control, outside wrist control right there, aka the Dagestani handcuff. And now you just start hitting with that right hand, because what's RJ going to do? The hand that's got a block also has to try to post up so that he can stand up. So you got to give or take.
Strong round for Ethan Soderstrom in the first round.
Both came out with much energy, ready to go. Yeah, definitely Soderstrom seemed to be in command of that round right there. How's the polls numbers? They changed any bits since that first round?
Only ever so slightly. Ethan picking up a little pace with 62 and change, and RJ at 37 and change. You know, this is the first amateur fight for both of these guys. Obviously, pretty heavy at 205. Probably going to have to come down to 185. Looking at this, gents, do you feel like either of these guys may gas because of their physiques, their first fights? They came out, you know, swinging hard in that first minute. Obviously, a lot of strikes thrown by Ethan. RJ in the corner, looking like he's breathing pretty heavy. What do you say to a guy like that that's lost his first round, breathing pretty heavy, and about to go in there with a guy ready to go?
Well, you got to just take a deep breath and get back in here. Try to avoid, dictate the pace. Start the circle, stick that hand out there, knowing that the wrestling is obviously Ethan's strong point. You got to punish him when he tries to take you down. So you got to hit him as he's trying to come in. You got to circle, Don't stand right in front of him, because that's what the wrestler wants. Have you right in front of him.
And really, the only, big successes he had were those inside knees in the clinch in that first minute. You saw him try to go to one there, but it wasn't much of a clinch.
There you go. If he keeps his chin down, he's got to keep his chin down and kind of lay into it. If he wants to keep this position here, keep the underhooks, palm on the head, throw the knees, but he's got to keep that chin down. But as you said, they definitely took a lot out of the stamina tank in that first round with all that wrestling.
And now Ethan with another couple good knees.
Yeah, it's always a question of the gas tank when you got these big boys in there. I know there's a lot of conversation about, the bigger you are, the more oxygen it requires to fuel those muscles. But yeah, these guys have
another
been
big
going
solid knee on the inside. Ooh, another solid knee.
Both of them exchanging up against the cage there. RJ's got my man Ethan up against the cage here. Let's see if he can capitalize on this position here. Starting out a little bit slower than that first round.
And remember, in the first half of that first round, RJ did have a little bit of wrestling success, but wasn't able to get that full suplex. And then the last 2 minutes seemed to be dominated by Ethan. Ethan keeping the distance, good low leg kick.
Definitely a more slower, methodical pace here as they start out here the second round.
RJ leaning on him.
Which saps the gas tank in and of itself from both of them. Both of them exchanging knees here up against the cage. RJ with Soderstrom pressed up against the cage. Soderstrom swinging their both.
Wow, it's a boxing match.
Whoa, both giving the ones and twos right here up against the cage.
Taking a deep breath, stepping back and trying to throw it out real quick, which is great. Both getting in 4 punches, slow him down. He's going to go to the guillotine.
Rolls on it.
Guillotine goes into the mount. Good transition.
RJ leaking a little bit more. Let's see if Ethan Soderstrom can capitalize on with this mount situation.
Now, there's been a couple of moments, including that one, where I would like to see Ethan try to step over one of those arms and maybe go to the crucifix position to finish him. Although he is finding success with the full mount, you can see RJ's able to tie him up right here. Only 34 seconds left.
Got to limit that distance right there. Otherwise, someone like Ethan with all that power will start dropping them ones and twos on your face.
Well, Ethan was also having success in that first round, like Jen said, taking his hand, cuffing it, and then coming in with those uppercuts that were coming in and outside of under the arm.
See, he's figured it out. Now this is his spot. Keep this side control. It's better than the mount. You don't have to sit up there. You can control more. You can work with that crucifix. Put your knee down on that arm, but start to control it. Throw knees to the body. I think Ethan's realized this is more of a safe haven. There's too much going on in that mount. It's not always the best place for you when someone's grabbing, bucking, and everything else. Too tired. That side control is where he's got to be, but you got to look at how ready he is. Definitely getting tired, like you said, that first fight. He's feeling it.
And when they were in that rock'em sock'em robot fight right there, you could absolutely see that, hey, when you get caught on the chin, you can't breathe. You know as well as anybody, that will work you as much as anything.
You do not want to get into one of those, oh my goodness, we got to do a 20-second spat real quick. I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? That burst. You're trying to slow this thing down, control it, and ride it out. You don't want to get into these melees, and that's what happened. I was saying, like, they had a lean-to going on. They kind of leaned on each other a little bit, and one of them postured back and started throwing, so then they both had to do it.
And here you're watching that mount again right now with Ethan, then taking the side control at the end of the round. I would have to say that RJ needs a finish here.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're looking at a 2-0 round right now, or 2-0 fight with Ethan with a pretty commanding lead.
I would absolutely say it's a commanding lead. We got the doctor in there checking out that cut, making sure he's going to be good to go to come out for the third.
Kind of has a doctor looks a little bit Bill Gates-ish there. I don't know.
Is he Gatesy? He a little Gatish?
Pretty upset about.
Does that mean he's getting divorced?
Jake Fish? Oh, he jinxed him.
Break up with his girl Mel.
Jinxed him.
His boy Mel. I'm sorry.
That is open pretty
well.
It is.
That
on
definitely
the right-hand side.
Oh, that's a nice cut.
Yeah,
good job of keeping it kind of stopped. All right.
Let's see if Soderstrom can capitalize on this and close this out. Like you said, Bermas, RJ needs a knockout.
Well, you can see he's loading up on that right hand. But
Soderstrom definitely dropped underneath it. Both of them delivering knees in the clinch there.
Good snap
Nice
down,
power move
good
there.
snap down by Ethan. Stay out there in front now and just sit there and make RJ have to carry that weight. RJ did a really
Absolutely.
good job of kind of sprawling in the first one and avoiding it right off the bat, but a really good snap down. Now he's going to try to turn in, and now you're sitting. Go back to your side control where you want to be.
Definitely. This is definitely starting out to be Ethan Soderstrom's round.
Well, and this is where, again, RJ needs to bring that knee to his elbow and turn in and start to get that guard back. Like, hey, he's trying to do a little bit right there, but you have to put in a little more effort. You know, that's the one thing of Ethan. Just spread those knees out, one in the hip, one in the armpit. Get nice, flat, heavy. Don't move, and just start every now and then body shots, shots to the head, and score the points.
and I haven't seen him utilize that knee to the body on that side control. He's had the moments.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like you said, champ, he was finding way more success in that side control than he was the mount.
You know, to me, you watch him right there. He went, you know, 2 pretty weak punches to the side. Your knee is going to do so much more damage, especially when that person's on their back. But RJ trying to make a
He's
late
coming
round
back.
comeback.
He's coming back.
He
Better late
absolutely
than
is.
never.
Those lefts are hurting him. He's got him up against
Oh,
the
nice
uppercut.
uppercut. Nice uppercut. We need to see more of those, especially in the clinch right there against the cage.
Another body shot. I like what he's doing. He's got to break away. He's got to break away if
Yeah,
he wants to get that strike. He's got about 60 seconds to do the work and finish this fight if he wants the W.
Well, and like I said, if I was the coach going to this third round, you got to go after Ethan's gas tank. He doesn't have one left. He looks the part. Like I said, he looks like a young Brock Lesnar, but if you just step back, you got to mix it up. You got to burn him because you need that right now.
You get him into them deep waters, like you said,
Gotta
regardless
do
of
it.
how they look, man. That gas tank is the real tell of the
100%.
tape.
You
And
push away, he's tired.
Ethan's doing his best to try to weigh down on RJ. RJ trying to break out. Good right, no,
There
good
you
right
go.
left.
There's that rock'em sock'em you're talking about, Bermas.
He's got to find a way to step out and not let Ethan grab his arms if he wants to get another couple off and maybe catch him on the chin and put him out.
And that's what he's got to try to do, 3, 4, and 5 punches, because you can tell Ethan spent great fight, a lot of action, but, you know, RJ needs to push this.
Yeah, there needs to be some separation. RJ's really in kind of not desperation mode, but he needs to pick up that. In order to pick up the W, he's got to knock him out.
And there we are, 10 seconds left.
Let's see some more
The
of that
last
uppercut.
couple
There it is.
exchanges. Another
Whoa.
good uppercut
Nice
by
short
RJ.
right.
Ooh, their heads hit too. Oh, Ethan giving it
Going
back.
at it. Wow.
Hey, not bad,
Nice
not bad,
finish,
boys,
nice
not
finish.
bad.
Reminded me a little bit of that Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler fight. Last 10 seconds of the round just going off on each other. Good fight, though, to open up cage aggression. 31 chain reaction. This is what we do here, and there is more to come.
Oh, and again, looking at that fight, I would have to say that's going to be a solid 2 rounds to 1. Ethan Soderstrom debut. And, you know, both these guys look like they have some pretty good potential.
Absolutely. Got to get that cardio up a little bit, but yeah,
It'll
absolutely.
be a cardio issue, but once that's up, like I said, bring knowledge and teach you that in the amateur world. Like, man, I was so tired. I don't want to be that tired again, you know?
I know. Yeah.
And here we are watching them go back and forth in those final seconds, trying to throw the haymakers. There he was, pulled down.
Yep, good snap down right there.
Yeah.
Stayed out in that front headlock, but then right here again, RJ staying right on top of him, deciding to mix it up. Uppercuts. Both of them have heart. It was a great fight. They
For
finished
sure.
on their shields, and you know what I mean? That was perfect.
When that gas tank starts to run out, though, that's when
Oh, yeah.
folks start
that was-
getting clipped with some
I'm
of them
telling you,
haymakers.
that's where you got to try to take advantage. Those kind of moments is what makes you want to get out there and jog, makes you want to get out there and train. Ethan was in prime position that if you had just a little bit more in the tank, those punches 4, 5, and 6 would have really hurt him bad.
I hate to sound like a broken record here, but that's what Milicic's fighting system was all
That's
about.
what we were 100% about it. That's why I'm repeating it. I learned from the master.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the judges'
I had a
scorecard
good
for our
coach.
decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Ethan Soderstrom.
A little surprised the judges called the 3rd round for Ethan, but hey, well-deserved victory.
Baby Brock picks up the unanimous decision.
Baby Brock, I'm telling you. Struts and looks just like him.
All right, come on over here, Ethan. First of all, congratulations. Very tough fought victory. Talk about how it feels coming to the hometown and walking away with the win tonight, buddy.
I'd say it's pretty damn good. Tough fight with RJ. It was wonderful. It was a nice way for both of us to start our careers, man.
Yeah, so I know anything that shocked you during that fight, it looked like there were a couple times he was close to going, but anything that came up as a surprise?
Yeah, I mean, RJ was a tough son of a gun. I mean, you know, there was a couple times it looked like he wavered, but he pulled himself together. That was shocking. I don't know, I got to work on my cardio. That was a shock.
Well, you started the night with a win. What's next?
I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to go back to my wrestling club and coach all my wrestlers. Get them a little further than I've gone. And, I don't know, go back to grinding, I guess.
Anyone you want to thank before we let you get to the celebration?
My family for sure. My corner guys. Way to keep learning with me in there. It's been a fun ride, and I can't wait to keep going with you. My wrestling families, my wrestlers, my gym go, all of them have been super supportive, and I'd say about as pumped about it as I have been. So thanks you guys for all the support and all my hometown guys, Lancaster.
Well, Ethan, I know we're definitely looking forward to seeing how you build on this. Congratulations once more on your win. Let's hear it one more time, River Center, for your winner tonight, Ethan Soderstrom.